sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk, digitalmotorsports.com and Pineapple Grips. So this is the second of 3 races from St. Croix. I hope I pronounced that correctly, as it will come out also wrong. So let's have a look at the grid for this second race. So Wadru in first place, Brooksy second, DJM third, Paul in fourth, Callum fifth, Too Fast For You's in sixth, Chuck in seventh, Unforgiven eighth, Ice Chan ninth, Rodders in 10th, Jerry Smiles in 11th, 12th is Flash, and Molson in 13th place. So let's get on with this second race from St. Croix. Revs are up, also loud, waiting for the lights. Can Roger get a better start in this one? And he does. Roger gets a better start in this second race, winning with the first race. Round this left hander under pressure from the off from Brooksy. Does Brooksy take him, or almost neck and neck between these two guys, going around this right-hander section, 5th gear, before hard on the brakes yet again, and Roger hangs on in there in that first place. Oh, someone had a big twitch back there, not quite sure who that was, but he keeps it on track. So Roger, Callum, Brooksy, Too Fast For You, Chuck, Unforgiven, Molson in 7th place. Great race nearby Molson, who didn't have a particularly good race in the first one, just getting warmed up. I think it was Molson in that first race, but he's really on it for his second race in 7th position, and 8th is DJM. So Roger hanging in there in that first place. Callum keeping that pressure on, but Callum's under pressure now from Brooksy in 3rd place. With 4 or 5 cars battling it out up front here at the moment. Great stuff from the Ultimate Racing League yet again. Molson, let's take a look at Molson here in that 6th place, because he's really feeling the pressure now. Is Molson from Unforgiven. Unforgiven takes a look down the inside of Molson. Does he take him? I think he's going to neck and neck between these two guys still. Oh, Molson goes off, DJM goes off on track, and looking for them two guys. Loads of pressure going off around that section of the track there. So DJM looking for him, move down into that 13th spot, currently at the moment back up front in the leaders. Which is currently still Roger going to start finish straight, under pressure from Callum and Brooksy. Too Fast For You, Chuck, Unforgiven, Molson and Paul in 8th position. There's your top 8 guys in the second race from St. Croix. Good racing, 3 cars at the moment pulling away just a little bit from the rest of the pack. Can Roger make it 2 wins out of 2 from St. Croix? Looking good for him at the moment, but he's under pressure from Callum and Brooksy. Once again, your top 3 back down into 4th place. Too Fast For You now is under pressure from Callum, Chuck and Unforgiven, Molson and Paul. Let's get these positions right, guys. Over the bridge. 5th gear, nearly 150 mile an hour before hard onto the brakes, down into 3rd gear, 60 mile an hour plus. Oh, who goes off there? Someone had a bit of a... Yeah, Paul in 6th. Good racing there from Paul in 6th place. Not too far behind is Flash, Ice Chan and Rodders in that 9th place. Let's take a look at Rodders in 9th. Rodders having a good race in that 9th place, because DJM He's made up a few spots. He was in 13th place, but now DJM has moved up into 10th place. Good racing there from DJM. Oh, there's a big twitch there, just DJM. Lucky for him going around that corner. 9th place for Rodos, looking good for him at the moment, but Callum moves up into 1st place, takes that 1st position off Roger obviously back down into 2nd place, and still piling the pressure on his Brooksy over the start finish straight. Callum and Roger neck and neck between these two guys. Callum's going to have the line, inside line going around this right-hander, and he does, or does he? Ooh, still neck and neck between Roger and Callum at the moment. Brooksy also in the mix, and yeah, great racing there between these top 3 guys. So Callum in the lead, Roger in 2nd, followed by Brooksy in 3rd place. Nothing between them top 3 guys. We're back down to 4th position, too fast for you, having a little battle here with Chuck 4th and 5th place guys. Coming into the bridge section of the track and hard under the power, going through the gears. Looking good for Too Fast For You at the moment, but definitely under pressure from Chuck. Is Chuck going to be close enough to make a move on to? No, I don't think he's quite close enough this time. No, he's not. Right up his exhaust pipe is Chuck on Too Fast For You. Nothing between these two, 5th and 6th place. Back down a little bit, 6th place and 7th, Paul and Flash battling it out here. Paul just hanging on to that 6th place, but Flash pulls out on him, going down the inside of him. Does he take in? I think he does. Yeah, great pass there by Flash to take that 6th position off Paul. Paul goes down into 7th place. Still a good 7th place there. Battling it out here at the moment is Ice Chan. Ice Chan's a little twitch because he's really feeling it now from Rodos. Rodos in that 9th place. Great stuff between 8th and 9th place. Great battle going off, nice and clean. Keeping nice and tight is Ice Chan. Not giving any opportunity whatsoever for Rodos to make a move on him, but Rodos is keeping it in there. Oh, nice Chan over the start finish straight in the draft now is Rodos. Can he take him for the end of the start finish straight? He pulls out, going down the inside of Ice Chan. I think he's going to take him. Neck and neck between these 2 guys still. Oh, I thought Rodos was going to get the line there to take Ice Chan, but Ice Chan hangs on in there and holds on to that 8th position from Rodos in 9th place. Back down the field a little bit. We've got DJM battling it out with Molson and Jerry Smiles. You don't need to be up front, guys, to have a great little battle. We know that by now, because DJM hangs on into 10th place. Molson 11th and Jerry Smiles in 12th. 13th is unforgiven. Nothing between 10th, 11th and 12th spot going over the bridge. Hard onto the power. Can Jerry Smiles get close enough to Molson to make a pass on him? No, he's not. I don't think he's going to be quite close enough this time. No, he's not quite close enough. We're just under 8 minutes gone at this first race. Back up front, Callum currently in the lead at the moment. Oh no, Brooksy takes him, so Brooksy takes the lead off Callum, so Brooksy moves up into that 1st place. Great racing by him. Almost 3 cars, neck and neck. Good job, it's a wide track, guys. We can get 3 cars round there nice and clean. Which they do. Wadroom moves back up into 1st. So these top 3 guys definitely changing positions very quickly indeed. Great battles, but nice and clean. These 3 drivers. Loads of respect for each other. Oh, big twitch there by Brooksy. Brooksy hangs on to that 2nd place, keeps it on track there. Brooksy's giving it everything he's got to take that 1st position off Wadroom. Sniffing the rear end now is Brooksy over Wadroom. They're going to take it before this right-hander for hard onto the brakes. Still neck and neck between Wadru and Buxy, not too far behind is Callum. Ooh, Wadru goes onto the green stuff a little bit, which gives the opportunity for Buxy to take a lead, which he does. So Buxy takes the lead from Wadru in second, Callum, Too Fast For You, Flash, Chuck, Paul and Rodders is your top 8 guys from the second race from St. Croix. Still battling it out, Wadru and Callum. Let's go down into 4th position, guys. 4th, 5th and 6th have a great little battle. Too Fast For You, Flash and Chuck battling it out, coming over to the bridge section before hard onto the power. Yet again, through the gears, up goes the speed. Before the end of this section, before the very tight left-hander, is Flash going to take a look at him? No, not quite this time. Really piling that pressure on. Back down into 7th place. We have got Paul in 7th place. Paul's not too far behind Chuck. Probably less than a second behind Chuck at the moment is Paul. Next lap or so, I think Paul will be right up the booty of Flash. And there's Chuck in 5th. 8th place is Rodders. 8th place now is really filling it from Ice Chan. Ice Chan really getting the booty now. Ice Chan goes up the inside of Rodders. Does he take him? I think he's got him. Ooh, big twitch there from Ice Chan, but I think he's going to hang into the 8th place, and he does. So Ice Chan into the 8th place, Rodders in 9th, DJM in 10th, and Molson in 11th place. Nearly 11 minutes gone in this second race from St. Croix. Molson and Jerry Smiles on a great little battle here. 11th and 12th and Unforgiven. Unfortunately not having a good second race from St. Croix, but I'm sure the guy will be back for the 3rd race. So we'll stick with Jerry Smiles and Molson just for the time being. Oh, Molson goes down the inside of DJM. I think he's going to take a great pass there by Molson, and he takes him, so Molson moves up into, or does he? Still neck and neck between Molson and DJM. I think he's got him, and he's got him. Yeah, great pass there by Molson to take that, where he's in 10th position. DJM goes down into 11th, Jerry Smiles 12th, and Unforgiven in 13th place. Great battle going off at the back here between these, what, 5 cars battling it out. Great stuff. Well, with Ice Chan, because Ice Chan is under pressure from Rodders. I think Ice Chan's going to get the line. Keep it nice and tight is Ice Chan, with Molson definitely the booty of this pack also. Ooh. Really going for these guys in this second race. God knows what the 3rd race is going to be like. There might be a little bit of delay getting through the 3rd race, guys. A few technical issues getting that one through. But we're on the second race at the moment. Ice Chan in 8th, Molson in 9th. 10th place is Rodders. DJM also in the mix round the right hander. Rodders keeping that. Does he keep it? Oh yeah, I think Rodders keeps that 9th place. Just Molson really piling that pressure onto these guys at the moment. Great stuff. Ice Chan thinking, what the hell's going on here, guys? So 9th place Molson, DJM, Jerry Smiles. Rodders in 12th, Unforgiven in 13th place over the start-finish line. Got to go back up front, guys, with your leaders. So Wadru, winner of the 1st race, currently in the lead of the 2nd race. Wadru definitely loving it here at St. Croix, and he's pulling away slightly from 2nd place of Callum. Buxy still in that 3rd place. Buxy still chasing down Callum. Nothing between these two guys, 2nd and 3rd, round the right hander, then up and over the bridge. Brooksy, I don't think it's going to be close enough to Callum to make a pass on him this time. Coming to the end of the bridge. No, not this time, so Callum hangs on to that second place. Still feeling it from Brooksy. Brooksy's giving it everything he's got to get that second position. Got time to go back a little bit with Brooksy in fourth. Too Fast for You still battling it out with Paul. Paul's right up the booty now with Too Fast for You. Can he take him? He's in the draft, he pulls out to the outs. Oh no, I thought he was going to pull out then and take a look at Too Fast for You, but not this time, but he's definitely close enough to make a move on him. Paul's looked down the outside of Too Fast for You's. Didn't quite pull it off this time, and there's Chuck in 7th place, back up your leaders, coming to the final stages of the second race from St Croix. Rodrigo first. Is he going to make it 2 wins out of 2? This guy's going to be buzzing if he does. Over the finish line, and what a win for Wadru. Wadru brings it home in first place, Callum in second, Brooksy in third place. It's like Flash is going to make that 4th position. Great racing there by Flash to take that 4th position. Paul 5th, Chuck 6th, Too Fast for You 7th, 8th is DJM, Mulson 9th, Ice Chand, Rodders, Jerry Smiles. What a second race. Like I say guys, going to be a bit of a delay for the 3rd race, but it will be up. Great racing from the Ultimate Racing League.